Hey everybody, this is Blake coming at you this morning with a video that's a little bit different for our LHBC TV. Usually I'm singing, but this morning I got my gym clothes on and I'm going to take you through just a workout that you can do at home. Some of y'all don't have experience really going to the gym or working out, but we all need to be exercising during this time when we're secluded and in our homes. And I'm just going to give you a few ideas, so let's get started. All right, let me just give you a little overview. I call this Blake's Perfect 10, and I put a little smiley face right there because that's going to be you when you're done completing this workout. These are some basic exercises, and I picked 10 exercises that work your entire body, upper body, abs, and lower body. And it works on the principle of just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are the amount of reps, the amount of actual exercises that you'll do of each one of these exercises. And the first one we're going to start with is push-ups. All right, let me demonstrate a push-up because there's the right way of doing a push-up and there's wrong ways of doing a push-up. First, let me demonstrate the correct way. You have a nice flat back and you go all the way down and you push up. The wrong way that some people do is they'll have their rear end way up in the air and they'll go down like this, and they really don't go down all the way, they just kind of go down a little bit. But you're going to want to flatten your back out and you're going to go all the way down. Now if that's too difficult, you can do a variation. You can go on your knees like this, still trying to keep your back flat, and you can go down, and it takes a little bit of the pressure off your chest and shoulders. The next exercise is what we call air squats. All right, to demonstrate an air squat, you're going to go all the way down and all the way back up. And from the side, you can see you're going to try to keep the weight in your heels, not the weight in your toes, to fall forward. And you don't want to bow. You don't want to go down like this. You want to try to keep your back flat and go down like so. And you'll do 10 of those. The next exercise for your abdominals is crunches. Now crunches, also there's correct ways of doing crunches and there's incorrect ways of doing crunches. Let me show you the wrong way of doing a crunch. The wrong way of doing a crunch is just using your neck to lift and you're not really engaging your abdominals. The correct way of doing a crunch is to keep looking toward the sky and keep your elbows out and lift with your abdominals, and try not to let your shoulder blades touch the ground. That way you're keeping constant tension on your abdominals, and you're going to want to do 10 of those as well. The next exercise has kind of an unusual name. It's called an elephant walk. Now the good news about an elephant walk is you don't need a real elephant. All you need is just your own body. You put your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you walk out with your hands like so, and then come back to a standing position. Do 10 of those. The next exercise works your legs, and they're called lunges. Now lunges are a good exercise for your legs. Notice I said lunges, not lunches. If you eat 10 lunches, that's not going to be good. We're going to be doing lunges that work the legs. What you do is you go all the way out like this and try to go down and put your back knee at a 90-degree angle. It's hard for me because I've got really bad knees. You're going to want to do 10 on your right leg and 10 on your left leg because you want to work both legs. You don't want to get one nice looking leg and one real flabby looking leg. 10 lunges. And the next exercise is another one good for your abdominals, leg lifts. And leg lifts are pretty easy to know what they are because they're simply what the title says, leg lifts. You're just lifting your legs. And if you have lower back issues, sometimes it's good to put your hands kind of under the small part of your back to support your back. And you'll do 10 of those leg lifts. Next exercise is a great exercise for your upper body. They're called Commandos, or I like to call them up, down, downs. Now Commandos, or what I like to call up, down, downs, are kind of like push-ups. You start in this position with your back flat, and you go down to one elbow and then to the other elbow and then back up and then down on your left elbow and then up with your left arm, down, up, down, up. That's why they're called up, up, down, downs. And you'll do 10 of those. And be sure, and when you go down the equal amount of times on your right arm as you do your left arm, because you don't want to get one nice looking arm and one flabby arm. So keep it balanced. Next exercise is for lower body. It also gets your heart rate up. It's called jump squats. And this is how to do a jump squat. A variation that you could do if you're not a jumper is just a regular squat. Sometimes jumping puts a little bit of undue pressure on your knees. So always look for a variation of all these different kind of exercises. Next exercise is something that we're not going to do 10 of, but each time we get to it, we'll do a 30-second plank. Let me demonstrate what a plank looks like. Now here's a demonstration of a plank, and planks are great abdominal exercises, really because they work. You just get down in a position like this on your elbows, kind of like you did for the Commandos, and you try not to dip like this too much because that will put pressure on your lower back, and try not to have your booty up in the air too much, but try to be as flat as you possibly can. And a variation of this, if it's too hard to hold a plank, you just go down to your knees if you can't do the entire 30 seconds, or some people can do a minute. But anyway, that's the variation, and that's the plank. And the last exercise, the dreaded burpees, number 10. Now you may be saying burpees, that's an awful strange name for an exercise. Burpees is something you do after you ate a big pizza, right? Now this is a burpee, and there are different ways of doing burpees. I'm going to show you what the actual correct way of doing a burpee is. You go down, and you do a push-up, you pop back up to your feet, and jump up in the air. All right. Now, other people, there's different variations of burpees. Some people go down and they don't do the push-up, and they pop back up and they jump. You can also go down and then pop back up. And if you're not a jumper, just take the jump out. Sometimes going all the way down to the floor is kind of difficult. So if you have a chair that you could grab, you can go down on the chair and then pop back up. So with burpees, there's different variations, but I will say this, burpees are probably the best overall exercise that you can do. But one thing that you're going to want to do when you finish 10 reps of each exercise is down here I've written, if you can, hope you can read my writing, is cardio breaks. You can do all the way through, do 10 of these exercises with 10 reps, and then you can go for a run, maybe just around your block if you don't have a really big block, or you can do 50 jumping jacks or 50 high knees. Let me demonstrate what a high knee is. All right, this is a demonstration of high knees. It's just like running in place, but having your knees nice and high. And just in review, Blake's Perfect 10, you're gonna wanna go through all these exercises 10 times, and then do a cardio break. Go through them 9 times, cardio break, 8 times, and then 7 times, so you get the idea. And then when you get to the 5th time, don't worry about doing the cardio, just do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And big thing is just keep moving and do what you like to do. Some people don't enjoy doing exercises like this, but they do like to go out and ride a bike. They do like to go for walks. So the most important thing is just keep moving, because we're made up of body, soul, and spirit. And we don't want to get down in one of those areas, because each area affects the other area in a really significant way. Hope y'all have a great day. We'll see you later.